Hey, sorry, I'm dealing with uh restream won't put it in the right place. One second, let me no no there it is, okay. Okay. And then transition. Oh, damn it. Now transition. Alright. Cool. Hey, how you doing, Les Kojita? Okay, then here. That was the problem. That was way too low. Okay. Alright, got a pack for the holiday stressful. We'll chill out here a bit. That's cool. Well, thanks for coming here. Just having to deal with manufacturing things. I got stickers here, which I will not show because they're a secret. Oh, when can we expect sticker reveal at the end of the month? I'm gonna open the Etsy shop at the end of the month. Try to do. That's why I've been doing all the illustrations for Charlie as well. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be at the beginning. I have like, I think I showed you this. I finally got the proof. I think there's a little problem. It's my fault. Let me show you. I showed you this thing. So major problem. A couple major problems, but I got the proof, and it looks like this. You're not really gonna like. The big problem is like this stuff on the edges. I thought that wouldn't be a big deal, but it looks really ugly. So I'm trying to get it to be full bleed now. My fault, because you could click full bleed and it would show you what it would look like, and I just didn't like it at the time, but that doesn't look good either. There's also some printing problems. Not printing problems, the color problems. Like that's extremely dark. I have to lighten this up quite a bit. It's removing all the color as well. Because you can see like all of this, like there's a bluishness to all of this. And like there's it all just gets crushed to black, so it becomes like black and green. But this is gonna be a hard one because it's a very dark painting. So I have to really lighten it up. Like what was it? Where is levels? Like I have to just increase the lighting. Straight up. Not that. Just increase, like decrease the contrast or something. Deal with the midtones or something like that. Because otherwise, like, yeah. Um. Color was a problem with the printers. I mean, that's the problem is like when you're on a screen. Like I have two screens here, so if I take that, you're not gonna be able to see this, but um, Wacom screens tend to be very red. They have different like color profiles. So Wacom screens tend to be really punch up the red more. And if I just move it up here, it's way duller. Even this thing. Like so, what you would have to do is you have to adjust your screens based on your printer. And by the way, this whole like this applies to everything. Every like iPhones or iPads or different monitors have just did your thing is gonna look different slightly or maybe a lot. But yeah, typically you would like match it to whatever printer you're using, but this is someone else's printer, so I just know for a fact that like if I have something red on a Wacom, I have to really put like increase the red before I print it because it's just not gonna look the same. But yeah, it's a problem. Like this is just manufacturing problems. This is why you have proofs instead of just the full immediately getting the full thing. And the 10K sub video, right? I am getting that written. It's gonna be another Q&A video. I got a lot of questions last time, so I have three screens set up myself. I noticed differences while making my videos, even if I don't make art printing right. I have an HP monitor, HP laptop, and Samsung TV as a trio. I also have a Samsung TV. I'm looking at the Samsung TV right now. This is a Dell. This is a Dell monitor, and this is a Wacom. So I also have a Samsung TV. TVs were very useful because I don't have to bring my own speakers to events. You can also use headphones, but I guess being audible is good at times. Yeah. Well, no, it's more like for like events because I have to carry a bunch of shit to the events, so it's nice just to have everything in one package. Now they're not great speakers, and frankly, you can barely hear anything at events anyway. They put you in a giant airplane hangar, and then all the noise bleeds together. Okay. That's that's a Dark Souls of video gaming setup and onboarding. Yeah. Luckily, I have a good little elevator pitch. I don't know what's called an elevator pitch. Quick tutorial when I'm doing these events. I do think though. Hmm, I do think this event stuff is gonna help me when I do artist alleys and stuff. I have to apply for those because it's good that I just don't come in blind. Hmm. So I can gotta think this through. Sorry. Do you miss the big? Do you miss the big news with the Connect VR? I think you seem to have things lined up, but can you fix a bit phrasing? I describe my RR as a Google Runner sort of game. Feels like it understands it, and similar with saying Autumn is a Pong type game. I mean, yeah, I think I can. I don't know about the comments, like the comment section. Um, Getting that short, getting people to understand exactly what it is. Because like if we go to the Steam page, like I have like action sports. I guess like Windjammers, I guess I could say. I call it an action sports game. Hey Papa Jam, how you doing? Yeah, but RR as a Google runner is also Like if I was like seriously talking about it, I think like an elevator pitch RRR would it's more similar to like vampires. I want to make it more like Vampire Survivor. But I don't know. I really have a. I no. I don't think people are selling poorly, but action sports is better, even if it is probably a new term, right? I think at least I could say Windjammers because Windjammers is cooler than Pong, um, or Windjammers like. But I think no, no. What was I gonna say? My God, I forgot. I don't like a. I don't think I like Vampire Stars on principle, but that would draw people in. Are you doing well? Puppet Gem. Thank you, Puppet Gem. Yeah, this is the new character so far. This is the you can actually play him in game. I'm just finishing him up. Not finishing him up. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm finishing the animation. Um, I totally forgot what I was gonna say actually. Uh, those videos, those shorts are still going going strong. Oh, actually, I guess I can show you. I mean, these are all sketches anyway. Da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba. This I need to really think about. Oh, I'll show that later. Uh, What did you guys do yesterday after stream? There were a lot of people were here yesterday. Relatively a lot of people. Honestly, after stream, I just continued installing games as I just reinstalled my OS. Oh my god. I much didn't even find time to play Stories 3 demo. I'll take my Switch 1 and 3DS with me for the holidays. Yeah, I'll have plenty of stuff to do then. I need to use my 2DS more often. Having a bunch of games I want to play on it. Man, it's been a while since I've heard 2DS in anything. My 3DS still works when I place the battery. I'm gonna emulate. Oh. 2DS says it was much cheaper. That's true. But there was a lot of good reasons to have a 2DS, even for the price. I assume you have homebrewed yet. I guess if you didn't want like the 3D aspect, which is like, what's the word? Kind of a gimmick. Mm. Have I looked into homebrew or fan-made games for any of my systems? Not since like not really, not since Brawl. I remember that they had a lot of homebrew stuff, or Gecko or whatever it was. That really like hit all the costumes and backgrounds and everything. Never used 3D 3DS. Yeah, I didn't use it often. It kind of made my head hurt a little, but I thought it was a cool idea. The 3D gimmick has its perks, but is off completely for an unfortunately high number of higher tier 3DS games. I use 3D pretty regularly, but mainly maxed it out when I had a blue 3DS, because it had some sort of correction system. Maxed it out, like it stopped working. I can't remember which games I used 3D in. The Mario game I did 3D Land. Sometimes in Smash. I don't know if it does it work in Smash. I don't remember. Hmm. Because I don't remember even at this point. Like it's been like what games did I play on the 3DS? Ah. Oh my god. I used 3DS the most when I had a new 3DS. It uses some technology to make you not have to face it directly from a specific distance. That was a problem with it. It did constantly like when my 3DS constantly like messes up the 3D when you move slightly. Ocarina of Time 3D, I played that. And like every gimmick, implementation varied, but fortunately, games and software all worked without it. Right. I think that was the best part. You didn't need the 3D for it to work. It's completely fine without it. I think that's what people had a problem with motion controls, because a lot of games required it. I like motion control, so I didn't have a problem with it. But a lot of people have that issue. Even now, I think. Was it Kirby's Forgotten Land where you pilot or like wing Kirby with the gyro? Yeah, even if it's a bit odd to play Xenoblade 3D with 3D up, it's just fine, right? There's not much you can do with 3D though. I think Mario Land tried to, or World, whichever one was on the 3DS. It tried to make it like that's how you see what the level is, but I don't know. Uh, uh, Wii U, Switch, and DS games need to make considerations to allow you to play without the gimmick. Hey Joker, how you doing? It's been a while. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Despite the name, the 3DS wasn't defined by 3D. Miiverse, Play, Coin, Street Pass, Spot Pass, and much like eShop, Gyro, Analog Stick were much more important. Yeah, they just started packing everything into these consoles that they made. I just want to really use 3DS because I want to level up my Street Pass. Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do because now they've like kind of stopped making new handheld stuff, right? They just stopped with the 3DS. So like, if they make a new 3DS, will it work with the old Street Pass, or are they gonna do something else? Oh hey honey, hi honey, hey hi honey. I'm on the last level of Street Pass. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the. I never used Street Pass. I'm doing good. It's my mom B day. Happy birthday to her. So I'm spending time with her. That's good. They should call it the 4DS. New 3DS also has NFC. Yeah, I think so. The amount of tech in that thing, didn't even mention the 3 cameras. They're really going the iPhone route. Just packing everything into like a small space. Just packing everything into it. Just even if you barely use it. 40 movie win stars 1 2 speakers. One shoots out of the mic. I mean, at this point, why not? It already has so much other stuff in it. I'm mad that I won't complete my Street Pass puzzles legitimately unless I go to Japan or go to Comic Con. I wonder if there's like no. It would be really bad if it was like you could find people because that's like GPS tracking, I guess. But I guess we'll do that with their already. The government does that. I guess we might as well. Sorry. If you take it to LA or San Francisco, you'll get tons of pings still. Conventions as well. That's true. I'm just surprised when I see people carry around 3DS nowadays, even though it is much more portable than the Switch, frankly. I tried carrying around my Switch without the bag, the Switch 2. Sorry, carrying a Switch 2 without the Switch 2 bag or the carrying case. It's terrible. That was really bad. No wonder that 3DS was too pricey and needed a considerable price drop. If I had to pick a feature and move to 3D. I think just people thought 3D would be huge. I don't know, like maybe because like what someone said, one of my teachers said a long time ago, is that everyone's trying to like one up each other or compete or like what's a new gimmick that they're trying to sell you for TVs, and originally it was resolution. No, originally it was size. So the bigger the TV, um, the bigger the like is what will be the selling point. But then it got to a point where like people's living rooms aren't getting any bigger. So the next thing was like resolution, same size but higher resolution. And then it got to a point where like, well, we have 8K, you can't really tell. And then they decided to do like a bunch of stuff. 3D was one of them. 3D TVs, curved TV, curved displays are a thing now. But 3D was the gimmick at the time. But that didn't go anywhere either. I think everyone's kind of abandoned that. I have to add 4DS to my cope list. That's right. The next Nintendo Direct, the next big Nintendo Direct, we're gonna add that 4DS to the cope. I was gonna get a Switch 2, but the Steam Deck exists. That's right. Also, but it was much more expensive. The Switch is huge, and you gain nothing from just having it around. Yeah, I think did I give? I did give it to give it away. 3DS had a pretty good lineup, but yeah, especially now. 4DS would be something Nintendo do. Um, uh, Wait. I'm surprised. Do they make 3DS games still? Like new 3DS games? I doubt it, but GameCube 2, that's right. Just put like 4 Switches together. LA and SF are good, but have region specific street pass to complete has to be Japan. Region specific? Wow. I didn't realize that was a thing. I guess Nintendo still does region lock some stuff. Annoyingly. The carrying handle, yeah. Oh my god, that's right. The Switch doesn't have one. I wonder what they were thinking with that. Because you have to carry all the wires as well, and those aren't portable. Virtual Boy 2. They're making the Virtual Boy 2. Or they made it, it's out. Is that a Mega Man blaster? No, that's just a sleeve. That's just a sleeve. I should probably get to doing this. You guys are talking to so much though. There's reason. Yeah. I don't know there's reason either. Wreck is Mega Man. I could do a little drawing of that. But instead of like a cannon, he just has a gun. The 3DS is the only fully region-locked Nintendo portable. Some games and stuff are cross-region. Oh, okay. Show up in Prague when you heard it first. Crossover. My first crossover. Of all characters, it's gonna be Wreck. Yes. Oh god. It's not gaslighting. It's lying. I'm lying. Hey, Cannoli. Nintendo were basically the origin of regional consoles. Till Switch and Spectrum. Portables were cool till DSi enhanced games. Apologize for not being here that much. I'm very busy. Like, hey, no problem. No problem. You don't have to you don't have to go out of your way for it. I appreciate you being here though. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, so it's also experience peak. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's really nice for you to say. Strive grind. Just like you lied with the shadows in your game till it till it stayed that lie. Hurts my feelings. My God, those shadows were really hard to do, and I just had to accept that it just didn't work. I have to figure out maybe I can like do some shadow engine stuff with textures. I was going into that. I was gonna like maybe the characters like textures, and you can like shine a light on the texture, and maybe it would shine a light on the bottom. Oh my God, such a nightmare. I feel a little better because Skullgirl's shadows also don't actually match. But man, I'm telling you, took a very long time for me to even come to the conclusion that I couldn't do anything to those shadows. You won't believe this? Oh, oh boy. Oh. He was a minute later than his intro screen. Yeah, I lied on the intro screen. I lie like I breathe. This character was supposed to be easier. I can't remember how like the actual feeling I had when I was making Cassandra. It might have been like even worse. Like, but this stuff seems harder for me now. It's this repetitive stuff. And you're going to laugh about it, so my feelings are just choked. No, no, I take it seriously. Uh, so let me see how those videos are still going. They're still going. Oh my god! Oh, let me get the live chat. I keep forgetting to remove top chat. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I'm just more whiny than I was now. Cause like I just remember the nightmare of Cassandra's bullet belt. That was the worst. It kind of gets to a point where like I'm even like I don't like 3D animation like or 3D stuff on 2D like that sort of like Spider-Verse thing. It looks good. I just prefer 2D. And I'm thinking like maybe I should just make parts of the character 3D. I should integrate it into my workflow. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Sorry. Let me see. Oh. What is your favorite Nintendo portable and console? Huh. I mean, that's like the Game Boy for like nostalgia purposes. That's definitely the Game Boy Color. Sorry, Game Boy Color. That was my favorite. But I guess I don't really have that much strong of opinion on all of them. Favorite Nintendo console though. If we're talking like games, I think N64 still because it has Ocarina of Time. The Wii is excellent because it has Brawl and stuff, and I really like the motion controls legitimately. Probably the Wii because it has a lot of my favorite games or a lot of really good games. The Game Boy Advance, yeah. Did any of you play have the PlayStation portable stuff, the Vita and the PSP? I don't know if any of you did. You any of you like that? I think they have a new one, right? Uh, PlayStation. Is it called PlayStation Portable again? They had a new one. That's they have like a controller, like a really long backbone. Oh, was it just backbone? It's just is it just a controller? And then you your phone. Okay. Yeah, it might just be. It just might just be the a controller for your phone. PlayStation Portal. Wait, no. Does this count? It's like streaming games. Stream games over Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yeah, the original PSP. That's surprising. GBA SP is so good. Never had that. A new PSP. Well, no, just like any of the PSP ones. There was a new it's a remote, like it's a streaming thing. What was it? Remember how many gaming streaming services? That was also a thing people thought would be huge. Means life. Well, it's not new. It's the PlayStation Portal doesn't count. Okay, it was a way to stream PS5 games, but you need a PS5 anyway. I think there's so yeah, a lot of those streaming stuff. There was the Google thing. I remember that died because the guy was like really arrogant. I don't know. Well, it died, and the guy was really arrogant. But there was another one. I can't remember. It was like one of the first ones. Stadia was the Google one. And Anu was like at 12. He wrote a letter to the PlayStation team to add more games on the PSP. That curse always like just follows PlayStation stuff around. One game. Stadia was done dirty. Yeah, but there was another one. There was like Gaming streaming services. Nowadays we have like cloud stuff. Yeah, everyone's kind of doing it, sort of. PlayStation Now, okay. No, like what? No, stream play, like cloud play, I guess. What are these called? Let's just write Stadia. Like say it's something horrible, but say GeoForce Now, some amazing thing. Oh, is GeoForce doing something? Stadia was a mistake on too many levels. I think he asked some that shit like think of a Fire Emblem on it. I just can't imagine like I think Nintendo, because Nintendo is primarily like a game developer, they're like that's their where their money actually comes from. I don't think like Sony would have to pay a lot of money to put Zelda, even to license Zelda probably. Cloud gaming service. That's what they were called. Because I hated all of these. These were really bad. They're just too laggy. Stadia charged full price for individual games which you didn't even own. Right. They refunded everyone in the end, but that's what you're doing. Yeah. That's when all this started, that you didn't own your games. Actually, I don't know if that's when it started, but very always online, interconnected sort of thing. GeForce has the same issues that kill Stadia. People like to glaze it. I don't know GeForce was anything except like the thing that updated my my graphics card. Fire Emblem on PS3 go crazy. Shame the petition from Anu wasn't successful. I was wrong. Anu said I asked them to make Kingdom Hearts for PSP and they listened. Oh. The only way you own your games nowadays if you have it on GOG. Shit on for that. But Kingdom Hearts on the PF. Is it PSP still being like? I assume it's done now. Like it's not in production anymore. Maybe it was just Stadia. I never tried the streaming option properly, but Stadia was not great. Yeah. Oh yeah. Birth by Sleep. Well, it's good that he got the prequel trilogy made, or the prequel game for Kingdom Hearts. But the whole issue with Stadia was latency and Wi-Fi issues, which a lot of people didn't even try to prepare to journalists. Kingdom Hearts had a cloud gaming thing. I think it still does on the Switch. Uh, but it's still like still not the same. Like I had my fill of input latency when I play Smash online. I think I stopped playing it with 4. Stopped playing online with 4, and I just didn't play online Smash after that. Hey, hello. Hey, Vangio. How you doing? Just downloaded the game last night. Oh, thank you. Me and my wife are already in love with it, so thank you. I appreciate that. Excuse me. Hope you like the game. Yeah, I gotta update the game with okay, let me see. I wrote it down this time. Okay, to clarify UI, I have to fix the camera. I removed the screen shake, but I still have to fix some issues with the camera. There's still some out of bounds problems. But I think the main thing is that the UI is pretty hard to see what buttons do what. I really have to like do that. It's just that this month I'm trying to get the Etsy shop supplies up. So we don't talk too much streaming. Yeah, I know. I don't think you have a lot of 50 hertz games, but I'm sad I have to pick to play on PS3 4. This PS2 Kingdom Hearts is 50 hertz and Switch it's just cloud based. Yeah, I just got the PS4 version, 2.81, and we have the PS2 version. You can be fucked over if too many people are playing it. That's true. Talk about UK PAL, PS2. The Dev Bible? Why is ABBA fun to play? I don't have ABBA. Actually, I stopped playing Stripe. I'll say that. So I really like the personality they put in Strife characters, though. Makes them all very, very memorable. The UI is pretty confusing. My wife is an artist, so she could read it pretty easily. That's good. That's good to hear. Even I have trouble reading the letter stuff. I'm going pretty crazy with the graffiti. What am I going to be selling? Right now, I'm going to be selling some stickers, which I'll show at a later date. And once I get this fixed up, I'll have this like this is a proof. So I'll have this, but better, but like way bigger. Like that. That's supposed to be 20 by, I think, not 10, 20 by 10. I think. Um, yeah. But once I get the Etsy shop at the end of this month, hopefully, because I have to see how that does, and then I have to determine what else I have to do. All that. Charlie stickers. Yeah, I do have all those stickers. The RE4 merchant. He was so fun. I loved how RE4 like you could kill everyone, or you could. I can't remember like which merchant you could shoot, and then he pulls out a rocket launcher. It was that game was so detailed. As long as you can get Charlie stuff, then I'll be happy. Okay. The initial release, I won't have the Charlie stuff that I was like, this one right here, the one I showed yesterday and stuff. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So this won't be initially, but this will be there later on. So I'll tell everybody when this will be up. But yeah, that'll be one of the stuff you can buy. Oh, you couldn't see the light? Okay, yeah, yeah. So I'll show you the actual image. Is this? This is the actual image. It is way too dark on the thing, on that on the proof. So I have to like heavily lighten everything up. This is part of the problem. This is also it really sucks because it's really dark and very detailed as well. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Charlie's looks goals. Thanks. I'm glad people like him. Mark myself as the biggest Charlie shit simp. Yeah, that's what I hope. That's the level of art I think I have to. Those look great, thank you. I just have to like make sure you can actually see the details because just printing is so hard. I guess it's hard for you guys to see like the print quality because it's pulled through a 19 by 1080 picture or like a camera, but like the colors are gone and it's so dark. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just so dark. Let me background. How much do you charge for backgrounds? Oh my god, it's gotta depend on the background. But that level of background took me like weeks to do. It wasn't just a background; I had to design the whole thing first. So yeah, it's very dark. So you lose all the detail. Lose literally all the detail here. Like all of this just goes away. It just becomes like black. Yeah, but the backgrounds would be pretty expensive. Like the level of backgrounds of like I'm doing for Ace on the Moonlight is very unusual. Typically backgrounds probably don't take that long, but yeah, it would take a while. Yeah, the webcam isn't great. I came across a few of your OD shorts. Gotta say your art style is really good. Hey Hiroshi, thank you. And hey PQTV, how are you? $200. Oh my god. $200 for that. We're gonna have like well when I get to finishing the theater stage, when I actually sit down and actually paint it, I'm probably gonna like I want to get the what's the word? A timer to see how long it actually takes me to do that overly detailed stuff. 400. Final offer. Good. Been following Ace on the Moonlight for a while now, and I've liked playing what there is so far. I wanted to show my sword. Thank you, BQTV. I appreciate it. Like you're right now sticking with the channel is probably the best way to support. Um, we're getting close to the point where I can apply for some monetization. We're getting there. Hopefully, if by the end of July, if I can make it, I can get like AdSense maybe. Going once, going twice. Oh my god, what's going once, going twice? No. I should probably put out an update. Like I forgot where I was in my what I'm particularly doing right now in Ace of the Moonlight, but let's see. Let me see what the. This is gonna take a while to load, but let me see. Where's my UI? These files are excessively large. Is the game going to be paid later stage, or are you thinking about making a Patreon? 400 for background. My God, 400 is like. I had to like put this together. I don't even know. 400 is like a day for me. I have to think about like after if it's freelance, I have to think about insurance as well. Ugh. It's not gonna be paid. Ace of the Moonlight won't be paid. And all these characters, I don't think it'll be paid. I'm thinking of making a Patreon. There's also YouTube store, as well as an Etsy shop, like all that sort of thing. I had like, let's see. I wrote some stuff down. So I have like Patreon, like different tiers. So like the basic tier would be stuff like behind the scenes processes, PSDs, stuff like that. Early access, and I guess business history. I don't know if that's like that useful. And there's like mid tier and high tier, depending on how much is paid. Like I've been thinking about it. The main thing I was thinking about is like convention stuff. Um, that's more like an art thing, I guess. But really anything, because the major unique part of this is that I can do this on my own. So I just need to make sure I am making enough money. So especially Ace of the Moonlight, I can do on my own. Generally, I do. I am starting to pay like other. I need voice actors. I'm starting to get the money to pay musicians. So yeah, like really trying to expand my portfolio, I guess. Diversify, right? Robo Charlie. Yeah, like Robo Kai. That would be interesting. Duplicate characters. I can see why they do duplicate characters for 2D games, especially because this stuff is insane. The amount of time it takes. Oh, you love the voice act. Yeah, sure. Wait, do I have you up here? Let's see. Because I got a couple people in front, but still need to make more money. That's another reason. I have a deep voice. Announcer or rec or both, yeah. Swimsuit models for the characters. All right. Skins are gonna be unbelievably hard on 2D characters. It's possible, but it gets to a point where like you might as well just make another character. Baritone voice and a very heavy southern drawl. Turn that off. No seeing Charlie in swimsuit. I can draw the character in a swimsuit. I think I have. I drew that reverse bunny suit. Um, have I? I mean, I did. I also saw this. It's gonna just draw them in whatever. How to game artwork is for right. I guess I can do it really fast. No, it's too tall. Very thick thighs. Yeah, well, head's too big. That's one thing. Sorry. I mean, hell, if everyone else is adding, I'm a native Spanish speaker on top of English. Or Mel kind of voice, if that makes sense. I'll write all of you down in my little notepad. At and when I was out of high school, I was offered a contract as a country singer. I used to sing around the local area. My dumbass turned out because I plan to go to college. Now you can do it on YouTube. The thighs are bigger. I'll get to them in a minute. I'll be doing the actual work, but this is important. Let's see, my voice is just deep. I need to learn a cool accent. Speaking of weird voices, that I was VTubers. I wonder if that I was wondering if VTubers would probably be more like my thing because I do a lot of anime stuff, but I don't think I'm that similar to anime. We'll see in a bit when I actually like make my my the art videos. We'll see how it goes. This goes over here, this goes over here. Right. I learned how to turn my southern drawl off because people tend to deduct IQ points from me when they hear it. And in my line of work, because it's trying to maintain data center. Wow. I mean, that's true. That is very true. People do. If you sound like a cartoon character, people do judge you. That's what. Oh, for me. Oh my god. Boston. The Boston accent, like the stereotypical Boston accent. Like anytime I hear it, I think people are messing with me. I think people are just like faking it. But it's like on it. Like, there was a guy who could do both. Who like had the same thing you did. They had like They have very neutral voice, no accent, and then they would go back into like a their Boston accent. I thought, oh, they were faking it. They're doing an accent, but that was their normal accent. I can never take a Boston accent seriously. Maybe it's because of movies. Maybe it's because they're like so. It's something I only hear in a movie. Alright, so although you'd think characters like Engineer for TF2 the stereo would I get flipped, yeah. I don't mess with VTubers. Being YouTubers, yeah. Hey Koofy, how you doing? More headcanons. Gives me some good ideas. Also, all these British actors who play American characters, um, it's so weird hearing their regular voice. Idris Elba's one of them. Also, like Christian Bale, because I had no idea Christian Bale was British. Oh, Hugh Laurie was the one. He played House. That was the first one. It was like could not believe that he was British and he was like that British. All right, there is our pear-shaped boy or girl, depending on what you think. I'll figure out some swimsuits for him in a bit. Tom Holland, yeah, Tom Holland's another one. I have the reverse. I associate British voices with news or soap operas, so it took time for me to accept them in games. Despite being a Brit. How Xenoblade was a big one. I remember Xenoblade was it Chronicles? I can't remember. Like the one with Shulk. Because like it wasn't localized for America, so they just used the British localization and everyone was like super British. Which is unusual. Uh, House. I mean, Elizabeth myself is funny how they try to hide their voice. Wait, House I thought was like the Hugh Laurie I thought was like really crazy because he did other voices while doing House. Um, in House's voice. It was so weird. Always lupus. Yep. I think I like that I think they joked about it that one time it was lupus. But I think that came in much later. Charlie's unique structure to be really cocky and bratty during smack talk. What are you trying to say? He's our confident boy. Look at him. Yeah, he does have a lot of brat energy. Used to know someone with a textbook New Jersey accent, and it's so sick. I don't ever see the New Jersey accent. I heard like the Brooklyn accent, the very stereotypical Brooklyn accent. Um, when I went to New York, there's a what's it called? Who's it? Bernie Sanders. Um, there was like he has like a New York accent, and what's I went on a tour bus and this woman had the exact same accent, like very, very stereotypical. I actually have to get ready for work. I have night shift. The stream is still going later. I can upload Charlie Simpson pictures. I'll post them on my on the what's it called, on the community post. Sorry, it'll take me a while to get through this. Thanks for coming though. Thanks for talking. Before round starts in autumn, the players first insult each other before hitting the ball at 250 kilometers per hour. So they're supposed to be insulting each other while they're playing. In that little thing, I still haven't finished the voice acting stuff for. I accepted it for Dragon Quest quite quickly though, and I think that's how they're all localized. Oh, I never played Dragon Quest. Not the voiced ones. 3D ones. I just hired Goofy. And if I had money, I would hire people. That's what the Etsy shop and stuff is for. Cities are spot on. He is happy. Charlie has that like cat energy, right? Now we have to figure out. Oh no, he's a well. For the purposes of this, we can just make him a guy. So if it's up to interpretation, Let's see. What kind of swimsuits? I should literally be doing anything else but this. Like, there's like entire actual thing I have to do. But not gonna lie, I have been watching JJK for a while. Charlie's definitely got the face to make 10 infuriates other autumn fighters. Yeah, he's real smug. Real smug about it. Let me give him a proper ooh face. There we go. Dragon Quest 8 was the first one in Europe. Okay, first with a dub. I don't really play the Dragon Quest games. I saw like I don't know if it's a resurgence because like it's super popular, but when I saw the 3D games, like I think that's when like I see them everywhere now. Charlie would 100% knock over a vase. Talk about it. I got a joke idea for Charlie every time he's naked. He's shining bright light blocks the parts there. I mean, that would work because like he's supposed to be Cassandra doesn't know like what gender he is, so she's trying to find out all the time. Let me see. Do like sling bikini. Or something like this. The perspective was right here. No, yeah, here, there, sort of thing. You gotta figure something like both. Or no, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I just do like what's would be a good swimsuit. A joke idea for Charlie. Good idea, Joker. Charlie's naked. The world, for some reason, aligns to cover Charlie no matter what. Wasn't there a character like that? Wait a minute. There was a. Actually, a lot of classical paintings have that. They just have a random like cloth appear, or like the cloth is going all around in a for composition, and then it just kind of covers up, randomly covers up. Just put on the bunny girl costume. Bunny girl costume doesn't have any coverage. I'm Charlie not expecting you to say wood in every way. He's just a bit longer with some tights. So the bunny girl costume is a reverse bunny suit for Charlie. That's why it's always cut off. The images are always cut off. Sandra still has a nickname as Hot Load. Oh, yeah, Cassandra also has a bunny girl outfit. It's much more complicated, but I have to be ambiguous with this character. This is very generic, though. It's like nothing. There's nothing to this. There's no like personality here. You know, the mission is to make Charlie the number one waifu of the game. Wrek has a black square that specifically covers the exposed parts of Charlie. So Wrek changes reality just to cover up. I'm gonna have soon have friends coming to pick me up to go to Dave's Hot Chicken. No, that's cool. I don't know what Dave's Hot Chicken is, but I went to a Wingstop And I don't know if I told you this. I went to Wingstop and I got their hottest thing, and I couldn't handle it. Or I could handle it. I didn't eat it. But man, that was really hard. I thought it was gonna be white people spicy, but it was actually spicy. Wrek has played as a background character with a few lines in small budget movies. And he looked hot with his hair down. I never really considered him with his hair down. I just always thought of him as bald. Well, no, he would have to have hair at some point. He shaved his head and then grew it down to, you know. I guess I could draw that too. Wreck is supposed to be pretty handsome. I guess they're all supposed to be very pretty. They're very jar-headed. Wingstop is far superior. White people spicy. I mean, yeah, it's. I remember. Oh my, what was white people spicy? It was because when I go to restaurants, like new restaurants, I ask for like the spiciest thing. Um, hmm. There was one that was like really nothing. I guess Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich would be like it wasn't. It's not very spicy, but it tastes excellent. Tastes amazing. I love it. So I would say it's not really spicy though. Gotta pack some stuff, but catch you either tomorrow or next week. Yeah, thanks for coming, Last Gogeta. I really appreciate that. You're always here. I'll see you, tomorrow or next week. Rec had a job as ice cream truck driver, but the company was actually a front for major coke transport. Rec still got paid. Well, that makes sense because he is supposed to be a former gang member. He's a reformed gang member. How do you look with this? Because he would have to have more hair. Is the thing. If he without his mohawk, you just don't have that much hair. It's all gonna be like down here and stuff. Hmm. So like if he had all his hair, he would have like he'll have that centerpiece. It's a big mane. He's a giant dude, so he has like gigantic Conan hair. Sorry. When Rick has hair down, it just goes to the side, so no one side is covered. Long red hair, and the other side is bald buzz cut. I see. That's what you're thinking. Try to fix my lack of chat XP again. Rick is a workaholic. Yeah, sure. I can't wait to play this game to get online members so I can play with someone. Yeah, I really have to work on that. I have to get on the Unity came out with a pretty simple, I think, online multiplayer system. Yeah, I hope you have a good time on your holiday, Last Gogeta. The problem is lack of confirmed age on my Google account. I need proof I'm 18. Everyone's asking, even Discord is looking for it now. Everyone wants to know all your information so they can sell it to China. So you can get, I don't know, cigarette ads. I have no idea. Like an exception when it comes to Mohawks because he's my bad boy fighter. Xander's still a nickname Hotload. The ones who know why. Have you thought about making Discord about your games to put up updates? I can't moderate Discord right now. Like it's just me. Maybe once I can get like a mod that like I trust and I know, um, I can try to do that. See, I think it I would say it's a conspiracy, but it's like database stuff, like selling your information, not your like personal like name and stuff, but selling like mail uh I don't know, 34 and like lives here, like lives in America and he was browsing this and this or he bought from Amazon this and this. You sell that to somebody, like that's how they get targeted ads and that makes tons of money. So they can sell that information for enormous amounts of money. Cassandra wrote a fan fiction of insert gentle singer name with insert British book. I think that might be a reference I'm not getting. Who's the gentle singer though? He looks like really sad. I don't know. He looks like he's gonna cry. I don't want that. I want to look like really, like legitimately angry. That's better. Hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. There's our special boy. Gigantic boy. I probably should have drawn him with the mohawk up and then drew him with the mohawk down just to get his like face right. Because he's looking a little bit different. Sorry, should be like a little thinner. Sorry. Okay, I should read. Bye, Cannoli. Thanks for coming. Since I gotta crazy how much money's in the infiltrating world. I know. Engelbert x Mr. Bean fan fiction. Mr. Bean. Sandra has called so the copy can't use this because they're covered. I used to moderate a few Discord servers, though I quit that life. Someone called me like the comment said like art like character design made by a Discord mod for these characters. So moderate a few Discord servers, and it can be fine with auto mod, and if the servers are small enough. That is true. The reason why Charlie doesn't have a job is because he keeps hiring the employees and insert fighting for ambiguous. Apparently, everyone in the comments is also fighting for him. I'll see you next stream. Thank you, Canola. Put the rubber spikes near Rex on Mohawk hair. So you know he needs support. Rubber spikes? It's not rubber spikes. Those are real spikes. They're just blunted. Like the giant spikes here. They're just like old and blunted spikes, so. Right, back to actually the actual work I was supposed to be doing. Cover Charlie says we can't reveal what we don't know. The headcanon of how Rex's hair keeps up. Charlie's just being uncovered adds to the flavor. I gotta keep it. This is if he's on the beach, why would he have anything else up here? You know? It's a different swimsuit. I don't really like look up swimsuits, so I guess. Yeah, I don't really know anything about it. Ah. He puts rubber spikes to keep his hair up and bouncing. I thought the point of Charlie was to remain ambiguous. Yeah, but you know you can't really tell. It's not like this is like a very much a maybe, right? His spikes in his hair, so like that, so they can do with tall cakes to keep them standing. And so he's like spikes up in his hair like this. I mean, this sort of thing. That would be funny. Don't know how this works with hair, but wait, is it the impression I've gotten from the stuff I've seen that Charlie was a guy, but a feminine guy? Charlie is up to your interpretation. My interpretation is that he's a guy. Um, but I always try to draw him with some sort of androgyny, so you never really tell what's going on with him. That's why this down here is always like covered up. Ooh, more scrap ideas for Kufi's Bizarre Adventure. I think it's this week. I think I said this week will be more of Kufi's Bizarre Adventure. So tomorrow. I see Charlie as a femboy, like my partner since femboys are Esther. Yeah, perfectly fine. I just wanted to be like, I wanted to see what people thought of it. If I can make a character androgynous, like what did people think of it? What do people think it is and why? You know. Obviously, this face is just like a joke face, so that's also part of it. A small soccer player that had 60% of their body was implanted with biomechanical mechanical implants for a contract experiment shortly after the CEO got nuked for cheating his wife. Getting nuked. That seems excessive. Uh, and soccer player just got a free body with the money for his services. And the joke face matches the smug energy. It definitely does. Definitely. So me like a better, more interesting swimsuit. Maybe I can go to Pinterest. Pinterest it is. But due to laws of the laws of the field, the player Terry was unable to play. Who's a high paying mercenary agency. I guess assigned to a lot of protection missions. Oh, so he's just like his implants are just useful in general, not just for soccer. All I'm seeing is like striped swimsuit. Serious, Charlie. Yeah, imagine that. Missing whiskers on. Oh, sure, let's try that. Like this, right? I can't remember like how Naruto's work. Let me look up Naruto. There he is. There's his whiskery whiskers and stuff. I think like this might be it. A stitch mouth freak with their yellow implanted eyes and a three-piece suit. That's your type. Stitch mouth freak. The Charlie agenda will always be pushed. Yep. Maybe I can give him like bows. I'm seeing a lot of bow and stuff. Bows and stuff, like ribbons. There's a lot of stuff in his hair, but I guess Oh, should I make that like cat stuff in the back? I don't know. Uh, maybe something like this. And then there's the stripes. Yep. Moody Bruce, a white man that was the whitest man than any white man. Perfect backstory of infants dying and multiple baby bone. He's just a white dude. A white dude with a terrible past. So it fits to so many characters. It's a horrific backstory, man. Give him his collar. Choker, I guess it's called. I don't know why I call it a collar. Perfect design of the swimsuit. Yeah, I can imagine. I could see this. Moody Bruce got a blue vertical box as a head. See, that's different. So like a TV on his head. And draw his abs in. Cat had actually doing a side quest. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good side quest though. Look at him. Look at how happy. Look at how confident I've made this cartoon character. I'm gonna write this down for Gaylord and Joshua. Successful entrepreneur Joshua used to have. It's a slow yaoi breakup to the brain cells and insanity. Just adding more to this. Let's see, where is he? Where's Gaylord? There he is. I have to figure out how to make like these lower legs more feminine. I'm just using my gigantic uh, guy legs. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Oh, God. Our side quest is mostly finished. I will see you at 4:20. Ooh, ooh, doo, 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 doo. Don't skip leg day. Actually, yesterday was leg day, and it caused a lot of problems when you stand up all day like this. After 2 years of brain cell struggling, it was hell for all industries and large companies, including safe traders, because Joshua would walk up to their business and proceed to destroy. Because try to look cute. You gotta give him a new outfit. It's gotta look cute. But yeah, now I'm heading out or taking a break. I'll be back in a second. We'll finish up the stream. Uh, um, I'll be back in like 20 minutes. I forgot that everyone has different hours. I'll see you. I'll be back soon. If you're leaving, thanks for coming, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with like Kufi's Bizarre Adventure. All right. Alrighty, let's finish all this up. All right. Another game idea. You're fighting in a gambling ring, but you play as the host. So like a betting game, like a like sort of slot machine sort of thing. Well, I guess it depends on how the game works, but that would be interesting. It's like Papers, Please. You could just find like you do the betting, and then you have to deal with the mafia and stuff. A Teenage Boy, that would be a lot easier. Actually, I guess it would be a lot easier. You would have to do like events and UI stuff, all that stuff over and over. The teenage boy that inherited an entire strip club brothel that his mother worked his teen pregnancy because he made the original owner laugh so hard. The guy almost died because of his words. Teenage boy getting a strip club, that's a bit risky. Okay. This goes all the way down now. And then there's the oh. Okay. Oh, that's right. He has his. Well, I forgot to add the. Or did I? Did I forget? I think I did. Yeah, I forgot to add the. That's what I'm missing. Okay. Because he has a shirt on his waist. This is what I have forgotten. Did I forget to put it on here? I did. Because I have to figure that out. Damn it. Fair enough. I'll figure it out at the end. There's two random characters show up. Okay. Come on. Alrighty. Oh, 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 oh. Looking for a video to watch while I excuse me while I do this. Da, 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 da. Mhm. Ugh. Dude. Is that it? Nope, almost. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. And then I have to add the guitar, right? And the guitar is just kind of at here. It's like right there. Alright, I think I'm gonna get this done. Way too big. Okay. Okay. Sure, close enough. Let's get this done here. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of all this. Okay, and this one has to be in, and this one has to be out. Oh boy. Ah. Right, I should get this done here. Oh my god, I still have another thing. Oh, these are fingerless. I do forget that sometimes. Ugh. Almost done with. Ah. Okay. What is this missing? Oh. I think we're almost done with this. I think. I think, therefore I am. Ah, there you are. What the hell is all this? Oh my god. Looks so bad. Okay. And then. Okay. Good enough. Still have to do the gun. I guess I can do the gun right now. So why not? Still got 7 minutes. Good enough. To actually find out how that gun looks. That was not good enough, actually. I gotta do a lot of work on this one. Alright. I think that's it, though. Wait, he has it there. Anyway. Oh, that's good enough for that. I am going to call it there. I will see you all next time. We did this for the most part. There's a lot of drawing problems I still have to deal with. This gun doesn't make a lot of sense. The tassel has to be not tassel. The shirt, plate shirt has to be properly made. We gotta work on like keyframes as well. A lot of them. But we did go through some side quests. We gave Charlie a swimsuit. We found out how Wrek keeps his hair up. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be doing Kufi's Bizarre Adventure tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you later. Thanks for coming, thanks for talking. And I'll see you.